Well, most of us learned about our constitutional rights in school, hopefully all of us, right? But today we prepared a little refresher for you. So let's welcome Ernie Dukes, criminal defense attorney from Phillips, Hunt, Walker, and Hanna. Good to see you again.
Hey, good afternoon.
It's been a while.
Yes.
Okay, so let's start with the basics and the Fifth Amendment right. We always hear, I plead the Fifth, but what exactly does that mean?
So the Fifth Amendment of the Constitution actually has several rights involved in there.
Oh.
Right. But I think what everybody, when they say I plead the Fifth, what they're talking about is what we always hear on cops or Law and Order or
right.
movies. You know, you have the right to remain silent, and then they go into this the rest of their speech. I think that's what, when they talk about reading their rights, is what they're talking about, is the right to remain silent.
Now, does an officer always have to read our rights?
No,
to us?
not necessarily, no. Those Miranda rights, as they're called, they come into play when you're in custody and you're being interrogated. So if you're not in custody or being interrogated, then no.
See, and I thought that's a kind of a little misconception too, because I thought, like, even as they're approaching you, putting the handcuffs on, that they would have to do it. But
right, and that's
interesting.
And it is a question that we get a lot. Is,
right.
You know, hey, I was arrested, or I've got a friend that was arrested for so and so. They weren't read their rights. Does that mean the case is going to be dropped? And not necessarily.
Okay, so let's say one of our viewers gets pulled over for speeding today, let's say. So if the officer asks, do you know how fast you were speeding? Do you know why I pulled you over? You don't necessarily want to do that self-incriminating talk, right? So why is that? Right. I mean, why wouldn't you want to just fess up and be like, yeah, I did.
And I think a lot of people, that's what they do. Is, well, yes, sir, I was speeding, or I was doing 75, and I think they do that to try to maybe get on the officer's good side and hope for a little bit of grace.
Yeah, I can see that.
What you've just done is admitted to speeding. So if you decide later to fight it, then he can use that against you and say, well, he admitted speeding. So
yeah, so
so
that's just going to be helpful for if you tried to fight it later.
Right.
You just basically told on yourself, kind of a thing.
Exactly.
Okay, so if you're called by detectives for an interview, now they're kind of like bringing us into their place, right? What then?
You definitely want to call a defense attorney like myself, somebody that can be there to advocate for your rights and to make sure that you don't say or do anything that could later hinder your ability to present a defense.
Yes, because you see all those shows and movies like you were mentioning where they say anything you say can and will be used against you.
Right.
And of course, we want to, like you said, we were talking off camera, you want to be respectful to the officers.
Sure.
You want to be honest, but at the same time, sometimes you can say the wrong thing even if you didn't mean it a certain way,
and
right?
That's exactly what
why
happens.
You want a lawyer.
That's exactly what happens.
Okay,
correct.
so what is the biggest takeaway from all of this for our viewers?
Well, I think back to that, what is your right to remain silent? I think your right to remain silent means shut up. Don't say anything. If you've been stopped or even questioned about anything and they say you have the right to remain silent, then remain silent.
All right. Well, thank you so much for helping us know our rights. Again, we want everybody to do the right thing, obey the laws, but sometimes it can get a little bit slippery, a little bit sticky, and you might need a little bit of help. So how do they get in touch if they do?
Give us a call at 904-444-4444.
Yeah, it's so easy.
It is.
Thanks, Ernie. It was great to see you again.
Good to see you.
And if you'd like to see this interview again or get more information, just head to our website, and that's firstcoastliving.net.